Looking at the Markets with David Modell. Hello and welcome to Looking at the Markets with David Modell. The traditional trading system is totally broken. Most people lose money in the markets because they're trying to do it by themselves. Did you know that you are probably trading against machines, and machines beat humans most of the time? Well, why not have machines and artificial intelligence and automation working for you instead of trying to compete against it? You can make some serious returns potentially in the markets with an automated AI trading system. I've got Anthony Munz from Octopuz.com. That's the number 8, TOPUZ.com. Link is in the description below this video. He's going to explain how you can leverage the power of automated AI trading systems to potentially boost your profits in a big way. Mr. Munz, welcome to Looking at the Markets, sir.
Hey there, David. Lovely to meet you. Thank you for having me on the show.
Absolutely. I am so interested in machine learning, and we're all interested in making really consistent returns. So how can we do this? What is this AI trading system I've been hearing so much about?
Okay, yeah. Well, as you will know, Octopus has developed an automated AI trading system. Over the last 3 years plus, since the end of 2016, we have delivered audited returns of between 3 to 4%. It's based on a number of currency pairs that we use, and basically it's a proprietary neural network that we've created. It's in its version 2 right now. And it's just proving to become very consistent and delivering the kind of ROI that certain investors are looking for, or certain people who are looking to grow their wealth are looking for.
Absolutely. The returns can be much more consistent with machines a lot of the time. I've heard we're talking about 3 to 4%, and this is actually audited. You've got the records to show return on investment each month. I think there was only one negative month in all that time. That's incredible. It certainly beats most people. Can you talk more about that?
Absolutely. The negative month, which is important, and we will actually discuss it in deeper detail later on. It was a pivotal moment for us, actually. We tried to push the algorithm a little bit. It didn't work. We lost effectively. It was a minus month, our only minus month in over 3 years. And it made us just go back to our roots and realize that really it's not about profit first, it's about risk management first. So this is a risk management trading system that puts, the small incremental positives, rather than you're not going to earn 30, 40, 60% with us every month. It's not the system we've got here. This is about incremental gains of a decent size that would fit certain profile people who are looking to grow their wealth.
Got it. I like the risk reduction factor here. That's great. So you've got an amazing presentation. Folks, you're going to want to watch this whole video from beginning to end to learn all about this. So why don't you take us through that, and we can learn more about how we can potentially profit from this.
Sure. I'll just move on to slide 2. So just to give you a kind of example of what we're delivering. If you'd invested, let's say $100,000 today, in 1 year, with the system we have, you could see your account grow to between $126,000 and $160,000. It's a considerable amount. That's going from our kind of low average of 3% to our higher average of 4% a month, and we're averaging about 3.7% a month currently. So yeah, it's a considerably large return once you factored in compound interest, of course.
Yeah.
So let me just move on a little bit. If you got any questions on that, David?
Yeah, no, those are some robust returns, doing better than most people trying to do it on their own, that's for sure.
Absolutely, and it's one of these, if you put in your money in the bank, what are you going to see? There's not going to be much there, if at all. Quite a lot of banks are asking you to pay them to put the money in. So So the question is really, why are you not on the golf course letting cool technology like ours grow your wealth? It's to us, it's a really good question. Everybody wants passive income. Everybody wants to see growth on their deposits. And the answer we've found really is because most people are totally unaware of AI investing. They understand the term AI, but they don't really understand how it's applied to maybe wealth creation and wealth growth.
Right.
And because you've probably heard these, systems being bandied about that you perhaps don't really believe in, these kind of easy money systems. Ours isn't an easy money system. It's a steady ROI based on very solid, audited and high quality technology. But we understand that these are the two kind of areas that stop people leveraging or currently being a client of ours. It's basically about education and just a little bit of knowledge about what we do.
Got it. Okay, so this is not one of those get-rich-quick type of schemes. This is steady income, but really good returns. I'm impressed. And if people compound, even if it's just 3% per month, if you compound that really adds up fast over time. Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's just move on to the situation we're in right now. We're in April 2020. We've had this issue with the global pandemic.
Right.
Obviously, we've all seen the global stocks have fallen 25% minimum. Our system, CPOD V2, it's returned 5% during March, and in the whole of 2020, we've currently produced 10%. So it's been an extremely volatile period in this last quarter, January, February, March, and we're just doing fantastic really with the system. So it's just very interesting to see that even through extremely difficult times for everybody, our system just continues to produce that steady result for our clients.
Yeah, this slide says a lot. While everybody was dumping stocks and losing money, I've been getting emails every day. They say, Dave, I'm losing money. What do I do? But if you had invested in this system, you'd actually have been making money during one of the most volatile times in recent memory in the stock market. So that's really impressive.
Absolutely, yeah. So I'll just move on a little bit with the presentation. What I'm going to try to educate you here is just a little bit more about what automated AI technology is, how you could tap into Octopus's system and kind of become a modern investor, and understand a little bit. We're a fintech company, so we're a software company actually at the end of the day, and it's very important that sometimes traditional investors and traditional people in the sector are just not aware of kind of companies like us. We're brand new, so this is going to be a little bit of an education about what we do and what kind of niche and area of the industry we kind of position ourselves in. Sure. We hope your perspective, if you just watch the end of this presentation, we hope your perspective will change, and you'll perhaps consider some different investing options. Again, you'll understand a bit more about fintech terminology and how you can grow your wealth in the medium to long term. So, what's your current knowledge of AI in the sector, David? If you don't mind me asking.
That's why I brought you on here. I really need an education in this. I know that it's machine learning. I know that machines are able to learn on their own more than they used to be able to. I know that they can almost anticipate things that are going to happen in the markets certainly better than humans can.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, the banks and institutions have been using AI and machine learning for a long time. Again, you mentioned it earlier. It's effectively been used against us to some degree, for traders, for instance. You can be up against the machine, but now with the advance of and availability of AI and the knowledge that people have in this space, there's people coming up who've got degrees in this, and our development team are extremely good at what they do, and we're harnessing this power of AI and machine learning. We're getting the data we need, because data is key for let's say reacting to what we need to react to benefit from our positions.
Yeah.
So AI and machine learning is fundamental as part of the root and foundations of our software. And this brave new world, as you will know, and as everybody who's listening to this, you can see that there's a shift happening. It's this since the pandemic, it's become even more obvious. There's a huge seismic change in the world about to happen, and AI and machine learning is really at the forefront of many areas, many sectors, that's going to disrupt the kind of global economics and geopolitics. So there's a lot of opportunities being developed right now. We believe we're onto something fantastic. It's a long-term thing. It's a long-term business, and we want our clients to really understand the power and get in on the opportunities. and just be able to take part in the AI investing kind of system. So, like I mentioned before, we're actually on what we call CPOD V2. We did change it when we had the minus, which we'll come to in a minute. We had the minus 10% in 1 month, and it made us just go back, speak to the development team, and we decided we need to revise it really quite strongly from a risk management instead of trying to look at profit first. So CPOD is a little play on word where we use, because we're based on octopus, right, which is a cephalopod. We came up with the kind of name of a sophisticated cephalopod, being an intelligent octopus. So CPOD V2 is a little bit, that's where the name comes from, just in case anybody was wondering. Just so you know, if you want any information while you're in the middle of this, it's info@8topuz.com, and we can send you some information and audited performance and a PDF. So let's just take a quick look, David, at this situation we're in right now.
Sure.
So this is the audited results we've got from Macmillan Woods. We've had the only negative month in 40 months was there in February 2019. That is when we developed CPOD V2. As you can see, the last month in March 2020 was approaching 5%. So if you look through them figures there, the average that we're currently delivering is between close to 4%. Mm-hmm. If you'd have followed the S&P 500 or CPOD V2 from the very start, so I guess it's actually CPOD and then V2, this is the kind of returns you'd see on a VAMI index, which is considerably better than the HFRI macro and the S&P 500.
Absolutely.
If you want to have a look and discuss these at all, with these are basic performance statistics. So we've had, apart from the one winning month, we've had effectively 100%. We had one losing month, which was the minus 10.17, which, to be honest, sticks out like a thumb, and it's really important that we had that. But as the time of getting this data, our average winning months was 3.95%. It's because we had a very strong month in March, ironically, so it really pushed us up just a little bit there.
I think it's so commendable that you're willing to actually highlight your one losing month. When you look at other some of these get-rich-quick schemes that you see out there, they will never admit that they ever had a losing day, not to mention a losing month. But in your case, yes, you had one in there. You've improved your system because of it, and so it's less likely for you to have a month like that again. Would that make sense?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we have to be transparent and honest here. This is we're an audited company. We're partnering with some fantastic companies and groups around the world. This is something we're building solid foundations on. And when something sticks out, which it always will when people do due diligence with their money, you have to pretty much just highlight the area they're going to talk about and explain it, because we can explain it. It's not like it's we tried to push a profit first system, it didn't work. We got a little bit of a slap in the back because we lost on that particular month and it was relatively heavy. However, consistently throughout that year, we would have returned a very healthy return, which is what we're saying about our perfect clients. They're not here for 3 months really, or they could be sometimes, but really they're looking for 6 months plus, and maybe even longer than a year. So it's a medium to long-term investment vehicle, a strategy, a system, shall we say.
Sure.
So yeah, I'll just move on from this one. So the dip was key, like I just said, David. The one negative month, it forced change. It was our trial month, like I just mentioned, to seek some higher returns. We learned a lesson, and we just went back and realized that, people want risk-managed profit. They don't want, some people are looking for obviously crazy big profits and in the short space of time. It's not our style, it's not our business, and those clients are not for us. So we're looking for, we are pushing the fact that we're risk managed, and it's the key to our continued success.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if you've got any more questions about the system.
No, I like the risk management aspect. I like the transparency. This is, again, not for people who want to try to, double their money in a day. Okay, if people are coming up to you and trying to sell that to you, you may want to run away. Okay, and you may want to come to something like this where it's consistent ROI. over time. And again, you want to go to number 8 TOPUZ.com. As soon as you're done with this video, check it out, or even right now. It's okay if you stop the video and check it out. They'll even send you a free PDF, I believe, if I'm correct, if you just contact them at info@8topuz.com. That'll show you the returns that they've gotten, which have been audited, if I'm correct about that.
Absolutely, yeah. Also all fully audited. So, yeah, that's great. And like I said, our AI is very sophisticated. We are a leading software company. We've won awards, and that AI and machine learning are the tools that we use to help deliver the consistent ROI for our clients. So you're tapping into a powerful system. It's effectively working like a team of highly skilled traders. It's based on the machine learning and our neural network, which can recognize the historical and future patterns. So we're doing decision making and executions on just lightning fast decisions based on the market conditions. So it's really a case of letting the beast do the work, shall we say. The machine is doing the work for you that you can tap into. We've actually, just to give us a little bit of transparency on where we're going as well, and just a little bit of the trust factor, which is important for a relatively new company in a new sector, in a new technology-based sector. We want to just let people know the efforts and work we're doing around the system, and just to partner up with the right people. So we are partners with Seed Group. We did see some really large growth in the MENA region, in United Arab Emirates in particular, and as a result, we are partners with the Seed Group. They're the private office of Sheikh bin Ahmed Al Maktoum. He's part of the Dubai royal family. Right. So we're now firmly developed with these guys. They actually like to partner with a lot of technology companies and AI companies. So we've actually ended up benefiting from a lot of their current partnerships, which is just really exciting for us in this region, to be perfectly honest.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So if you were to actually become a client of Octopus, this is the next question many people need an answer to. What would they need to do to become a client? Well, the reality is our AI software is installed onto what they call an MT4 platform. I'm sure a lot of your audience will understand this. Yeah. It's a trading platform, and you can choose from one of our growing list of licensed broker partners. This can be dependent on many factors. That's our current options. This is growing all the time. So yeah, our software needs to be installed onto the MT4 platform.
So just to be clear, that's MetaTrader 4. It's very popular. I've used it. It's something you can download for free right now, as far as I know, right on your computer for trading currency pairs. And also, people need to know that Octopus it's not a broker. Is that correct?
Absolutely, no, we're not a broker at all. So we need, I'll just go back that slide just to clarify, we need just to work with the approved partner lists, licensed broker partners who have MT4 as an option. Right. And basically you need to open an account with these guys unless you've already got an account. We can obviously, what we do, we tend to have a consultation. You speak to a fintech specialist at Octopus, and we will help you with this process. You choose your broker partner. We will then install the software, and you're then able to see the returns depending on what you deposit.
Got it. So if somebody contacts info at Octopus, number 8 TOPUZ.com, you can be set up with an expert who can help you with the process of, if you don't already have MetaTrader 4 on your computer, if you don't already have a currency pair broker. It's actually pretty easy, and they'll even help you to walk through that process if you're willing to do that.
Exactly, yeah. So it's a case of just speaking to a fintech specialist here, and we will help you with all the questions that you have in terms of how to get started working with Octopus. It's quite simple, but it's complicated at the same time. So we really need a conversation. That is important. Our specialists will help you understand a little bit more, and guide you on your options.
Got it. Okay. And so CPOD version 2, Advanced AI Trading Software. trades on your behalf under very specific conditions, risk managed foundations. I like that. I like the risk management aspect of it. So you can let the system deliver steady return on investment to you. This is a pretty exciting opportunity for people who, maybe you've tried trading or investing on your own. Maybe you haven't done so great, or maybe you just don't even know how to do it. Maybe you don't have a plan. I'm always talking about having a plan. Well, you can have an expert, literally an AI trading automated system expert, speak with you free of charge today. Just hit that, go to the website, or contact through email, info@octopus.com. All right, is there anything I missed so far?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, just this is the end really of the presentation. Some of the big questions here are just about pricing and fee. Well, we don't have a setup fee currently. We very much likely will be putting a sliding fee at a later stage, but currently there's no setup fee. All it is we require profit and we require performance, and we actually all we do is take a 30% cut of your gain, so it's a performance fee.
Right.
You might have a lot of detailed questions here, and it's obviously then worth speaking to the specialist, but this is the current pricing and fee structure. This may change. We will be developing probably different products to some degree, but right now this is how it's a flat fee. It's $0 to set up, and a flat fee on a 30% on a performance fee on the gains of each month, basically.
Got it. So, hey, it's only fair, and this is actually an incentive for Octopus to work really hard to make money for you, because hey, if they're taking a percentage, then if they don't, if you're not making money, they don't make money. So everybody wins with this one.
Exactly, and that's the whole point of where we need obviously our fees, and it's based on performance. So we have to deliver the performance. It's important. So yeah, the reality now is the machine is your friend, and the machine can be your friend rather than just being accessible by the powers that be that perhaps used to be able to access machine learning and AI prior to recent times. So we do believe that it's time to let the machine do your trading and investing for you to some degree, and you can just sit back and enjoy the fruits of your hard work in terms of the money that you want to perhaps grow. So we know that big banks have had the power for years, but again, the power of AI has been harnessed by companies like ourselves in the fintech space, like Octopus. So the question I asked to you, David, to your audience. So when is the right time? It's a question perhaps you would like to answer.
Yeah, no, it's right now. At the very least, now is a great time to explore this, investigate it, and speak with an expert. And it's not every day that you have an opportunity to speak with a fintech expert for free, and to actually have somebody free of charge set you up potentially, if you want, with a broker of your choice. To set you up, or at least teach you how to download the MetaTrader 4, which is one of the most popular currency trading software programs out there. They can answer your questions about Octopus and about AI, the power of leveraging artificial intelligence, so you can potentially and hopefully earn more than you are right now. There are no guarantees, folks, okay? Past performance is not an indication of future returns necessarily. However, if there was only one losing month in a period of years, and this is audited information, audited returns here, that's doing better than most people. And again, they have a new version of the platform since that 1 month that didn't go too well. So they're constantly improving, and that's one of the main features of artificial intelligence, is that it learns and it improves. It's not fixed. So I'm really excited about this. So once again, how can people get in touch? How can people get more information?
Yeah, obviously the best place to go is to the website 8topuz.com, or like we've said many times, just email info@8topuz.com. You don't necessarily need to have the MT4 account on your desktop or your computer. We actually have a mobile app that will be able to show you what's happening with your account, and we're developing a new version of that as well. Okay. So it's not for You don't have to be tech savvy for this. This is the reality of Octopus is you can tap into technology and machine learning without necessarily being tech savvy. So that's a really important sort of aspect of what we do. But yeah, now is definitely the time to at least research further into what we do. Obviously, we'll hold your hands and we'll make sure that you're comfortable with what we do. And yeah, that's basically all I've got to say at the moment on this, David, unless you've got some...
I've learned a lot here, and I'm one of those people that needs the hand-holding when it comes to artificial intelligence and automated trading. So there's no shame, okay? If you need help, if you want just somebody to guide you through the process, now is the time. I agree. And again, currently no setup fee right now as we're shooting this video. That may not last forever, so you're going to want to get into this sooner rather than later. All right. So Mr. Anthony Munz from octopuz.com. Once again, number 8 topuz.com, or just go ahead and email him, info@octopuz.com. Anthony Munz, I want to thank you for educating me and my viewers on the power of artificial intelligence. You're welcome to come back to the program anytime. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, David. It was a pleasure. Cheers.